In this video, I'm going to show you 4 reasons why we, as urban gardeners, built systems that function, and how to set up your own to keep your homestead alive through extreme circumstances. Over the 4th of July, we experienced a major heat wave with temperatures in the triple digits.
Record-breaking heat, high temperatures reaching as high as 104 degrees. Triple-digit temperatures like 110, 111, 112 in some spots along the East Coast, all the way from Boston down to North Carolina, out to Chicago, down towards Monroe.
And they're saying this is only the beginning. Normally with crops and livestock, you would be concerned about leaves drying out, tomatoes roasting, soil eroding, bees dying, children crying, and chickens dehydrating. But with systems in place that function autonomously, you can relax, kick back, and even vacation because you know the hard work has already been done in preparations for circumstances you've already planned for. Mulch. Mulch keeps the soil underneath moist, battles erosion from the sun beating down and cracking the top layer of soil, keeps the ground underneath cooler during the summer and warmer during the winter. You can search chipdrop.com to see if they will deliver free wood chips to your location from local arborists. Just make sure to clearly mark a location in the app where you want your wood chips delivered, because they will put it where you don't want it if you're not careful. Water. Everything in agriculture and animal husbandry relies on water. The rainwater catchment is set to an around-the-clock timer. Ours is set to operate every 6 hours, 4 times a day. This drip irrigation keeps our soil moist at the root level, so the plants can drink as much as they need. The worms and beneficial insects and microbes can still thrive and choose to be where there's a source of hydration. Our bees can always find a safe place to drink without drowning. Our ducks have a pond they can swim in to cool off, and our chickens have a source to drink from. Space. No matter how much we enjoy spending our time with our best friend, at times we all need space, especially when it's 100 degrees. Plants and animals are no different. When tomatoes are crowded with no airflow, insects, moisture, and disease creep in. Bees overheat, and chickens get stressed the out, leading to less eggs. It's important to provide ample spacing and airflow for your garden. Shade. The last but not least important system to plan out from the beginning of your preparation is your shade. Whether you're dealing with permanent structures like a shed or the side of a house, or have a tall shade tree, it's going to affect how well or how poorly your yield is. Taking the time out to map where the sun falls on your coop, your beehives, and your crops will save you headaches later trying to mitigate quick fixes, so use what you already have to your advantage. You can also plant trees and bushes that serve dual purposes like pears for fruit and shade, or gumi that provide fruit, shade, and fixes nitrogen into the soil for your other crops. The idea with systems is that they are designed for the long term instead of solutions which fix a problem. Better yet, solutions target the symptoms, whereas systems fix the underlying root cause. Solutions become obsolete when conditions change, where systems evolve to absorb new variables. They often require daily routine and habits, but the ultimate goal is to set them up to function autonomously. If you like this video, you should check out my previous video where I show you how to set up our solar-powered rainwater system to an automatic drip irrigation system. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can always see my new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.